West Texas comes alive under Friday night lights. Adrenaline, gusto, valor, heart-stopping moments when young athletes lay their final shred of strength and stamina on the line. Triumph and conquest, harrowing defeats, and we get back up and we do it all over again. White-knuckle, heart-pumping plays where destinies can change in an instant. This is real life. This is West Texas high school football. This is the Friday Night Football Show. Your host, Dustin Tatro.
Welcome to week number 4 of the Friday Night Football Show. We are excited to be with you on this rather rainy West Texas Friday night. We've got reports live from Shotwell Stadium. It is the homecoming game for the Abilene High Eagles. We also have people out in Wiley where the Hawley and Albany game has been moved to, and also from Sweetwater's Mustang Bowl. We'll be checking in with Justin, Melvin, and William in just a few moments, along with our first round of your full score updates on week number 4 of the Friday Night Football Show. I'm Dustin Tatro with co-host Vincent Tucker. Here's Pillar with For the Love of the Game. It's the theme song here on the Friday Night Football Show. We've got new music in the show tonight from House of Rejects, a rock band from up in Missouri. That's on the way in the next 20 minutes, right here.
Some bad reputation. It's what they say that gets you down. You find new motivation inside this new love that you found. It's now your navigation to keep your head in the game till the end. Your final destination. It keeps you focused on the win. Count me in, but don't count me out. You can't shut me up, you can't shut me down. Fight through the hurt, fight through the pain. Without the ace, there is no gain. We live our lives for the love of the game, and we will rise. This is our time. Don't let the chances of our lifetime pass us by, and we will rise. This is our time. We'll give this everything we've got for the love of the game. Waits for new elevation. See just how high we can go. Full-blown determination will take us further than we know. Your anticipation keeps the fire from burning out. It's time for domination. No one will ever take us down. Count me in, but don't count me out. You can't shut me up, you can't shut me down. Fight through the hurt, fight through the pain. Without the ace, there is no gain. We live our lives for the love of the game, and we will rise. This is our time. Don't let the chances of our lifetime pass us by, and we will rise. This is our time. We'll give this everything we've got for the love of the game. Cause I won't give up, I won't give in. Count me in, but don't count me out. You can't shut me up, you can't shut me down. Fight through the hurt, fight through the pain. Without the ache, there is no gain. We live our lives, and we will rise. This is our time. Don't let the chances of our lifetime pass us by, and we will rise. This is our time. We'll give this everything we've got for the love of the game.
From 6-man to 6A, San Angelo to Graham, Lubbock to Brownwood, this is the Friday Night Football Show.
Hey, to the second letter. Oh yeah. Let me take it there. Please brag on what you did. How you smash your first week sales. And they like your numbers. Make vaccines that heal weak cells. You brag when your money go somewhere besides yourself. Oh yeah. Let's get it. I'm going with our voice. Where they got them bullets flying like it's PowerPoint. And then I'm going down a hot go. Where your chances of making it out of flock though. I'm with the Southside kids that I reach age. And then head for the keys like spring break. Cause I believe that we intervene when the needs great. And go and beat change. Let me talk about it. I get it poppin'. You probably got a problem. Before they can stop me, gotta cut my power like I'm Amish. Hold the torch up high in the dick dog. The dream works no matter how bad the pics are. Cause I see how bad the globe is. But they don't know how bad our hope is. They don't know how bad we want this. It ain't where we at, boys, where we going. My young dudes, their success is up to you, but that's hard when you got 12 years of whack schools. So it's rap or it's facts. Either way, you get them bars. When they give up, we get charged. What's the system to our God? We don't fight for the W, but we fight from a W. Never said it wouldn't be trouble, but he bring trouble to whatever troubles you. The struggles through multiple valuable things that are wonderful. We suffer to hustle through what the truth. He wants to humble you, take you and break you and make you do another. Do take away any other truth. He's the one that can cover you. Alright. Wait on it. Tomorrow we live. He making all things new. To the paralytic, he gon' dance. Tell breast cancer that she won't win. Tell racism that he gon' end. What he doesn't heal now, homie, he gon' den. Let's go.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Show. Here's Dustin and Vincent.
We are glad you are here for the Friday Night Football Show. Week number 4, a lot going on and a lot of football being played in the rain tonight. We are at this point going to head out to Shotwell Stadium and check in at Abilene High Homecoming with William McCorkle.
Thanks, Dustin. We're at 3 minutes left in the third quarter here at Shotwell Stadium with a nice steady rain blowing in from the north on a pretty stiff wind, about 20 miles an hour. But it's been a good football game. Abilene High leads the Midland Bulldogs 13-0 here with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Abilene High has the ball currently on the Bulldogs' 23-yard line, and it is first down and 10 from the 23 as Abilene High comes back on the field after a timeout, and we're just about ready to kick things back off here at Shotwell Stadium tonight in this nice steady rain. Got a good crowd though, and for homecoming here, had the homecoming ceremonies and everything Everybody seems to be having a good time out here, Dustin. Abilene High is fixing to snap the ball with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. It's a run off the right side by Carrillo, and he takes it down to the 20-yard line. 2:54 and counting, and the Abilene High Eagles are taking control here of this one at Shotwell Stadium. 13-0. Just 2 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the third quarter as Abilene High continues to drive. It's like they're lining up for another play. We'll stay with it here on KGNZ. Friday Night Football Show. That's another fake run. The quarterback keeps it safe around the left end. He stretches it, but it's no gain. And we're at third down and 8 to go. As the rain has let up just a bit from where it was when we started. Pretty sparse crowd over on the Midland Bulldog side. But a few faithful have come out. And it's not really bad. The temperature's not bad, but the stiff wind and the rain would make it uncomfortable, but everybody's got their rain gear on and enjoying homecoming here at Shotwell Stadium. It is 3rd and 7 from the 20. Zibes takes the snap deep. He throws to the left side. It's complete down to the 13-yard line of the Midland Bulldogs, and that will bring up a 4th down, looks like. No, they ain't calling that a first down as they move the chains, and it will be 1st and 10 from the, looks like about the 13 and a half here. Abilene High Eagles, that's Mike in the background. He's doing a great job out here. And they are lining up, going to take this one in. I know it. It's they've been moving the ball real well in this third quarter. Just took control after halftime. There's a dive up the middle. He bounces off to the left. There he takes it back up inside and takes it down to the 7-yard line, where it'll bring up a 2nd and about 3, 4. All right, it is 1:56 here left and counting in the third quarter. Abilene Eagles leading the Midland Bulldogs 13-0 as they're threatening to go in for one more score.
All right, thanks for that live report from Shotwell Stadium. Abilene High's homecoming game that is going on out at Shotwell Stadium, and having been moved from a natural grass field at Hawley to the AstroTurf out at Wiley Bulldog Stadium. Here's Justin Stone, who is covering the Hawley Bearcats and Albany Lions. Hey, Justin.
Hey, Dustin, how you doing? The current score right now is Hawley 32, Albany 0. It's been a pretty good game, pretty wet. Albany just can't get into this game. A couple of players, Dylan Frazier and Colton Marshall, are both having an awesome game tonight with several touchdowns and several carries. They are currently at the 9 minutes, 20 seconds left in the game, fourth quarter. They are Hawley's having a great game tonight. They just keep putting the heat on Albany.
Yeah, and so far, a shutout game against the Albany Lions out in Wiley this evening. Thanks for that live report, Justin Stone. And I think Vincent and I are going to get into your first round of full score updates here on the Friday Night Football Show. Starting off with 6 men in the third quarter of play, Rotan Yellowhammers over Moran, 25-0. Ropes currently falling to the Hermleigh Cardinals at home, 20-35 in the third quarter of play. Brought Longhorns 68, Santa Ana 18. Final, Highland Hornets 35, Lorain 0 in the second quarter of play. Also in the second quarter of play, Blackwell 46, Looters Avoca 8. And the three-way Braves, and I believe this is going to be over the, if I'm not mistaken, oh well. Anyways, here's Vincent with 2A.
Your 2A scores: the Albany Lions 0 and the Hawley Bearcats 32 in the fourth quarter. The Haskell game has been postponed till tomorrow against Stanford Bulldogs. The Ranger Bulldogs 0 and the Winter Blizzards 46 at half. We don't have a score yet for Baird, so if you know that one, let us know. Cross Plain Buffaloes 26 and the Costervols Said that wrong again. 27. That was final last night.
And I want to cut in real quick there. I saw from the National Weather Service just a little while ago, the South Concho River near Christoval is very near the flood stage, and that is expected to peak and begin flooding overnight. So our prayers for those in the Christoval area down around San Angelo.
Indeed. Roscoe Plowboys 12 and the Moonday Mongols 0. That's in the third quarter. The Hamlin Pied Pipers 41 and the New Hope 0. That's in the fourth quarter. The Iron County Hornets 0 and the Roby Lions 0. I have that in a second, so if you have any updates on that, let us know. And time for the 3A scores.
3A, Childress 35, Eastland 7. That is a final in a game that was played last night. Breckenridge 9, Brock 20 in the fourth quarter of play. Also a game last night at Tuscola, Mason 35, Jim Ned 7. Hamilton at the halftime playing our early Longhorns early at home, 34 Hamilton 7 in a 2A game. Colorado City Wolves against, as I said, the 2A Forsen Buffaloes. Shutout so far in third quarter, 41-0 Colorado City. And in the third quarter of play, Comanche 36, the 2A De Leon Bearcats 0. Third quarter of play. All of the rest of our 3A teams have bye weeks.
And your 4A scores, the San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs 0, Fort Stockton 27, that's in the fourth quarter. Iowa Park Harks 35, Sweetwater Mustangs 0, and that's in the third quarter. Snyder 6 and Andrew Mustangs 40 in the fourth quarter. Last night, the Graham Steers beat Decatur 59-35. And last night also, the Brownwood Lions won over Wichita Falls 20-16.
All right, and your 5A and 6A, this game played last night. As we know well, we did special coverage over this in the inaugural is the word I saw. Inaugural Southtown Showdown, a shutout game against the Wiley Bulldogs, Cooper Cougars 48 at Shotwell Stadium. And currently, as we just heard from William a moment ago, Abilene High 13, Midland High Bulldogs 0. Third quarter of play down in San Angelo, a tie game with Central against the Pebble Hills Spartans. 14-14 in the third quarter. And that's our first look at your full score update here on the Friday Night Football Show from 6-man to 6A. We'll be checking in with Melvin Settlemeyer out at Sweetwater's Mustang Bowl after some more music. Here's stuff from Manifest, It's Impossible, on KGNZ at night and the Friday Night Football Show.
Time I'll cry lullabies all night, can't sleep. I hear the floors creak, I feel shadows in my room. My friends find another bruise, I'ma end up on the news. I just don't know what to do. God, I'm calling you, send an angel, send two. I wanna move, but I'm trapped in the outer room. I know you hear me clearly, I'm weary. Come and fill me with your power, heal me. It seems impossible for me to let this go. Feel like an animal, I'm ready to lose control. Take everything you need, take every part of me. Give me some room to breathe before I lose control. I gotta get away, gotta break away. I gotta find a way, gotta break the chains before I lose control, before I lose control. It seems impossible, it's not impossible. I'm tired, so tired of walking through this fire. If you wanna find me, I'll be here in my room. I'm thinking you're drinking, need to get out before you start swinging. Wish I could show you all the pain inside me. It seems impossible for me to let this go. Feel like an animal, I'm ready to lose control. Take everything you need, take every part of me. Give me some physical, feel like an animal. It seems impossible for me to let this go. Feel like an animal, I'm ready to lose control. Take everything you need, take every part of me. Give me some room to breathe before I lose control. It seems impossible for me to let this go. Yeah, it seems impossible. It's not impossible. It seems impossible. Everything you need for me to lose control. It seems impossible. It's not impossible.
The Friday Night Football Show has been made possible in part by Lawrence Hall Chevrolet Buick GMC of Abilene and Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, soon with 2 Abilene locations.
Well, give me a show and give me a fight. Nothing takes me by surprise. Tell me truth or tell me lies. I just wanna break the ice. Knock me down, my face to the ground. Take more to keep me down. Step away to watch the pain. Not gonna let you take me now. 'Cause I've been beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice. Beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice. Knock me down, my face to the ground, take more to keep me down. Step away to watch the pain, not gonna let you take me now. 'Cause I've been beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice. Beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice. Do you love me? Then we're gonna have to end this fire. Hate me? That wouldn't be a big surprise. You want me? Standing across the line. You need me? Why you on the other side? Cause I've been beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice. Beaten down, broken, left for dead by back to life. Build on, slow down, I just wanna break the ice.
That is brand new music.
Check my pulse. Am I still breathing? Will you grasp my wrist and hold it dear to your heart? To see if I am beating for you and only you, my father.
It's Wolves at the Gate with Harold's on The Rock Show. It is the Friday Night Football Show. I do want to make note of the song you heard right before the Wolves at the Gate there. House of Rejects, a new rock band out of Missouri from some of the guys that used to be in Crossing Fire, which has broken up. And I didn't know about that until I found out about House of Rejects. They've released a little project called Fiction, radio single, the title track Fiction, and we have obtained the entire 5-song project. And so that was Break the Ice from House of Rejects. They are on both Twitter and Facebook, so go give them a like. It is the Friday Night Football Show. We are checking in now live by telephone at Sweetwater's Mustang Bowl with Melvin Settlemeyer as Sweetwater takes on Iowa Park. Hey, Melvin.
Sweetwater is getting beat up on a little bit here tonight. 41-0 in the fourth quarter. But Sweetwater being going on their team. They got to keep up with and the Quint. Just very like a professional technology. Number 25, Brandon Allen, and number 30, so he's for the Iowa Park Hawk. That's been gassing this on the ground all night. So 41-0. Thank you, Dustin.
Thank you, Melvin, and we will work on getting Melvin a little bit easier to understand for the next live update from Sweetwater. Okay, we'll be back in just a moment with our first look at your weather forecast, and we'll be checking back in with William McCorkle at Abilene High's homecoming game at Shotwell. Stay tuned.
The Friday Night Football Show will be back after these words.
Friends, I want to tell you about our newest KGNZ partner, Stan and Ryan Clayton at Clayton's Monogramming, 218 West Picard in Stanford. They have shirts, caps, t-shirts, promotional items of all kinds, monogramming and screen printing with no setup fees for in-house work, and the rental office for Stanford Storage. Family owned and operated since 2002. No job too big, no job too small, with no minimums to order. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 or later. Clayton's Monogramming, 325-773-5780. Thank you for supporting KGNZ.
Hey, football fans, leave the Hail Marys for the game and go for the sure thing when it comes to satisfying your craving. When you pick up Raisin Cane's for game day, all you have to worry about is the score, because we've got the food covered with fresh, never ever frozen chicken fingers, cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Our chicken fingers are always hand battered and cooked to order, so no matter the score, you'll always win. Raisin Cane's chicken fingers, one love.
Sure Shot Pest Management is family-owned and operated, service-minded business based on Christian values. With more than 18 years of pest management experience, with prompt and courteous service, Sure Shot Pest Management offers services for a wide array of bugs such as roaches, scorpions, wasps, black widow spiders, also mice or rats, termites, flies, fleas, ticks, and bed bugs, just to name a few. Homer Galindo with Sure Shot Pest Management. Our aim is true. 325-514-0288.
Well, it's time for our first look at your weather forecast here on the Friday Night Football Show. As always, our information from the National Weather Service directly. Tonight in Lubbock, around a 30% chance of isolated thunderstorms and showers. Lows in the mid-50s overnight. It's going to be windy across the South Plains with winds out of the north at around 15 to 20 miles an hour sustained, gusting to around 30. For San Angelo tonight, possibility exists for heavy rainfall, about 70% chance of more rain. And as I mentioned a few moments ago, South Concho River, particularly around the Christoval area, is very near flood stage and is expected to surpass that overnight. Winds throughout the Concho Valley tonight out of the north at around 10 miles an hour with a low around 63 degrees. Tonight in Abilene, it might rain some more, a lot. 90% chance of rain overnight for much of the big country. Moderate northerly winds with an overnight low for Abilene in the upper 50s. On your Saturday up in Lubbock, it's going to be rather overcast. Northerly winds with a high in the lower to mid 70s. Down in San Angelo region, 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. Mostly cloudy day with highs around 68. Northerly winds at 15, gusting to 25. And for the big country, Buddy Walk forecast, and we are praying for a gap in the rain. We're looking at a 40% chance of rain, a cloudy Saturday on the way across the big country with highs only to around 68 degrees. A little cooler than it is right now. As a matter of fact, those current temperatures overcast and 72 degrees in San Angelo. 65 and light rain in Snyder, 67 degrees in Graham, 63 in Lubbock, and 70 degrees right now at KGNZ. We are turning our attention now back out live to Shotwell Stadium with William McCorkle as we take a look at what's going on at the homecoming game with the Abilene High Eagles. Hey, William.
Hey, Dustin. It is continuing to rain. The rain has picked back up here in just the last little bit. It let up for just a little bit, but now you can see through the stadium lights a steady sheet of rain coming in on this north wind of about 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to about 25, looks at the flags. But we have a very good football game for Abilene High's for their homecoming at halftime. But we want to give a shout out to Dakota Drennan, homecoming king, and Gabriella Hernandez, the homecoming queen, here tonight at Shotwell Stadium. We have 5:52 left in this one. Abilene High continues to lead 13-0. Midland just took over the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 35, and they are going nowhere. That Eagle defense has put a stop to just about everything Midland has tried tonight. Abilene High and Midland both have been plagued by turnovers. It's been up and down the field, but turnovers and penalties have kept the scoring low as they would get inside the red zone, one or the other, and turn the ball over either on downs or penalties. And it's been a good football game to watch. They have a really good football team in Midland High, and the Abilene Eagles are playing a great football game in front of this homecoming crowd that seems to be enjoying it despite the north wind and the rain. Had a wonderful response from the crowd at homecoming, and a salute to Abilene High. And even a few folks from Midland made it, and they're hunkered up over on the other side. But Abilene High well in control of this one at 13-0 with 5:20 left in the game. Midland High has the ball 3rd and 10 from their own 35 as they go into the spread offense, empty backfield, and they're looking to try to pick up some yardage on this one as they go across the middle, and it's overthrown. And it has been a night like that tonight with that wet ball coming out on several occasions, and having those overthrows. Looked like the ball just slipped out of his hand as it came out on that pass attempt. So that'll put Midland in the punting situation here with 4th and 10 from their own 35, 5:16 left to go in the contest. Abilene High Eagles are leading this one 13-0 as the Midland High Bulldogs prepare to kick on 4th down and 10 from their own 35. They wait the snap, and there it is. It's a fake. No, he does kick it. And it's a rugby-style kick. He kind of gave him a good shot there like he was going to go for it. But you'd think with 5 minutes left in the game, you're going to try anything. But the Abilene Eagles will take the punt as it rolls out of bounds at about the 43-yard line. The Eagle 43, where they'll start 1st and 10. Going to probably be able to run this one out the way they've been moving the ball if they can just hang on to the wet thing. Tell you, we've had a good crowd out here tonight enjoying this one. Umbrellas in hand, and just a sea of umbrellas across the home sideline stands as it is homecoming here at Shotwell, and Abilene High leading on this great homecoming night 13-0. Really feels like football weather with the rain and the wind. Kind of a first real taste of fall. And Abilene High runs off to the right side again with Carrillo carrying, and they take it up to the 46-yard line where they'll face a 2nd down. All right, we thank you so much for joining the Friday Night Football Show. It's been a great one out here at Shotwell. Getting ready to wrap this up, Dustin, and we'll shout back at you when the game is over. Eagles leading 13-0 with 4:42 and counting left in the contest.
And as the homecoming game for Abilene High starts to wrap up, we turn our attention out to Wiley. We have heard that Albany has managed to get on the scoreboard and avoid a shutout game tonight. We're going to check in with Justin Stone.
Hey, Dustin, I'm here with Dylan, Frazier, and Colton Marshall, and head coach Mitch Abels. Coach, y'all did an awesome job tonight. What y'all think coming into this game?
We knew we were going to have to run the ball effectively to play with them, and we executed very well on the offensive side of the ball, and our defense really stepped up tonight.
Dylan, what was your plan going into the game?
Well, this morning, really rainy, so I kind of had a little thing in my mind about running the ball. I didn't know we were going to pass too much. And luckily, our offensive line is really, really good, and we have very, very, very experienced running backs. So it was huge in tonight's game, and can't thank them enough.
All right. Colton Marshall, you had an awesome game tonight. 2 touchdowns. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good. I think my lineman, my quarterback, coach saved me. I didn't want to do it.
All right. So what y'all planning for next week?
Get ready in practice and play hard and improve every day. Very good.
All right, that wraps it up for the Albany games. Justin, back to you.
Thanks, Justin, for that live report and interview as we hear from some of the Holly Bearcats as well as head coach Mitch Abels. That is a victory for the Holly Bearcats playing on artificial turf in Wiley Stadium tonight. Could have been a mud fest up there in Holly. Final score, Holly 32, Albany 7. And we're going to be checking in with William for this week's college update that's coming up after some Memphis May Fire right here on KGNZ at night. It is The Rock Show and the Friday Night Football Show.
I feel it sinking in. It's underneath my skin, straight through my blood into my bones. I taste it on my tongue. This poison fills my lungs, but I won't let it fill my soul. 'Cause I know when I fight, I remember why I'm still alive. I'm holding on to what is left inside. 'Cause you're just a virus and I didn't come here to die. Virus. You made me question if I wanted to exist. You were the venom in my veins. But now I see the truth. The enemy was you. My time will come, but not today. 'Cause I know when I fight, I remember why I'm still alive. I'm holding on to what is left inside. 'Cause you're just a virus and I didn't come here to die. With open eyes, I see the light. My spirit comes alive. I'm holding on, my will is strong. I know I will survive. The end is near, I will not fear. No reasons left to hide. The veil is gone, I'm moving on. I'm taking back my life. When I fight, I remember why I'm still alive. I'm holding on to what is left inside. 'Cause you're just a virus and I didn't come here to die. You're just a virus. You're just a virus. You're just a virus and I didn't come here to die. Virus. Virus.
With a look at West Texas college football, here's William McCorkle with this week's college preview.
This week's college preview is sponsored by our friends from Richardson Dairy Queen. We want to thank Richardson Dairy Queen Group for their presentation or their donation to the Friday Night Football Show. If you live in Hamlin, Rotan, Sweetwater, Snyder, Cahoma, Colorado City, Santa Ana, Cross Plains, Eastland, Ranger, Santo, Breckenridge, Albany, Baird, Graham, or Abilene, there's a Richardson Dairy Queen near you. We want to thank them. Glory to God. All right, college preview. Abilene Christian University ran for 335 yards and had two rushers over 100 yards apiece, along with a smothering defense that forced 3 turnovers and came up with 4 sacks as the Wildcats defeated Houston Baptist last week 38-13 on the road. Houston Baptist scored a TD with 80-yard pass on the second play of the game, but that was about all the offense they could muster against the Wildcat. They held the Huskies to only 353 yards total offense. Houston Baptist did score a meaningless touchdown late in the game. Abilene Christian finished the game with 594 yards of total offense, failing to top the 600-yard mark due to a couple of end-of-the-game kneel-downs that cost him a total of 6 yards. The Wildcats will once again be on the road as they travel to Nacogdoches to take on the Lumberjacks of Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin is coming off a road loss last week at the hands of Incarnate Word, 31-7. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. tomorrow on that one. The Hardin-Simmons Cowboys overcame 2 rain delays and a slow start to eventually defeat the Louisiana College Wildcats 57-21 in Pineville, Louisiana last Saturday. The start of the game was held up for about 30 minutes due to lightning, but on the first play of the game, lightning struck for the Cowboys as Ray Millsap took the opening kickoff 91 yards for the score on his first collegiate touch. The Wildcats held a 14-6 lead midway through the second quarter, but the Cowboys came to life, outscoring LC 51-7 the rest of the way. The HSU's offense finished with a total of 583 yards total offense to only 274 for Louisiana College. The Cowboys' defense allowed 4 conversions on 6 third-down attempts to start the game, but stopped LC on the final 10 third downs of the game. HSU will host Howard Payne University at the new-look Shelton Stadium, with the new stadium lights being installed this summer and the completion of the Fletcher Fitness Center, which overlooks the field from the south end zone. This will be the 68th meeting between the two schools in a rivalry that dates back to 1907. HSU comes into the game ranked 8th in the nation, according to D3Football.com, and the 6th annual and 6th according to the First American Football Coaches Poll. Kickoff is set for 6 p.m. under those new stadium lights here in Abilene. And speaking of the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets, in a game that took nearly 5.5 hours, did not have a traditional halftime and spanned 2 calendar days to complete due to weather delays, the McMurray Warhawks took the Yellow Jackets to double overtime before falling 37-31 to their longtime rivals. It was the second time in the series history, led by Howard Payne at 46-29-2, that these two teams have gone to double overtime. The other was a 26-23 McMurray win in 1997. McMurray will be at home tomorrow to host longtime rivals Sul Ross in the 88th meeting between these two schools. Both teams come into the contest looking for their first win as they battle for the Battle of I-20 trophy, which will be presented to the winner. The Lobos are coming off a loss to American Southwest Conference frontrunner Mary Hardin-Baylor 68-7. Those Mary Hardin-Baylor Crusaders. The Crusaders are ranked 2nd in the nation in Division III, and Sul Ross and McMurray kick off at 6 p.m. And finally, in a game where the rain fell from start to finish, the Angelo State Rams used 3 touchdowns and 3 field goals for their first LSC victory, defeating Texas A&M Kingsville Javelinas 30-14 in San Angelo last Saturday night. The Rams go to Wichita Falls this weekend to take on defending conference champion Midwestern State. That's in Wichita Falls. And that will be set for kickoff around 7 p.m. The Rams have not won in Wichita Falls since 1999, and the Mustangs hold the overall edge 13-7 since they first began playing each other back in 1997. And that wraps up our college preview review for this week. The game has concluded here at Shotwell with the Abilene High Eagles winning 13-0.
All right. Thank you for that live update. And I don't know if we're going to have field interviews or not with the rain going on, but I think William's going to try. Thank you, William. All right. We're going to be checking in at Sweetwater in just a few minutes. Right now, here's music from the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus with The Awakening. Not far off your nightly news update and hardest block. Stay tuned.
Are we asleep or awake? Humanity once again is at the crossroads, foisted to what we're told, but I refuse to fall. I know you can feel it. Are we asleep or awakened? I don't know forsaken. I am starting to see the dread, a new world disorder of infectious controllers. I am starting to see the dread. Let's fight to keep what we have, 'cause this is not the end. Remember all of the blood that was shed of men who fought and died. Can you feel them? Are we asleep or awakened? I don't know forsaken. I am starting to see the dread, a new world disorder of infectious controllers. I am starting to see the dread. I am starting to see. I am starting to see. I am starting to see the dread. I am starting to see. I am starting to see. I am starting to see the dread. Are you starting to say? Are you starting to say? Are you starting to say the dread? Are we asleep or awakened? Are we asleep or awakened? I don't know forsaken. Are you starting to see the dread, a new world disorder of infectious controllers? Are you starting to see the dread? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you starting to see the dread? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are we asleep or awakened?
We are headed out to Sweetwater now to check in with Melvin Settlemyre one last time. I believe he's got somebody to interview, as the Sweetwater score is now final. Unfortunately, a shutout against the Mustangs, but we still want to hear more. Hey, Melvin. Hey, Melvin. Are you there? All right. Well, Melvin's having trouble hearing us, so we will check back with him later. And we're going to go ahead and roll in at 9:56 into a very brief score update here. Vincent, I think I'm going to let you carry off on this one.
Sorry, I had to change the mics, man. The red one kept falling on me. All right, we're going to start with the six-man scores over here.
Hold on, Vincent. That mic's not ready.
Are we good? We good? All right, cool. Now we got it all fixed and this thing ain't falling on my face all the time. Six-man stores is a Rotan Yellowhammers 38, Moron Bulldogs 7, Rope Eagles 28, and the Highland Cardinals 51, the Bront Longhorns 68, and the Santa Ana Mountaineers 18. By the way, all these scores are final. Highland Hornets 49 over the Rain Bulldogs 0, and the Blackwell Hornets 56 and the Luther Raiders 8, and that's a final. And that's our 6-man now to 2A.
All right, in your 2A scores, Albany Lions, as we heard just a moment ago, playing in Wiley tonight against Hawley. Albany 7, Hawley 32. Haskell and Stanford rescheduled for tomorrow. Winners 60, Rangers 0. All of these are final except for the last one. Final Baird 25, Miles 13. Cross Plains 26, falling by 1 point to the Christ of all Cougars 26-27. Roscoe shutting out Monday 12-0, and Hamlin shutting out New Home 41-0. And still showing in the second quarter of play with no scores. I believe that we don't have an update is the reason. Erie and County and Roby. So if you are from either of those teams and have an update, please give us a call at 800-588-8801 and let us know. Moving on to 3A with Vincent.
And your 3A scores: the Childress Bobcats 35 and the Eastland Mavericks 7. All of these scores are final. The Breckenridge Buckaroos 9 and the Brock Eagles 20. The Mason Punchers 35 and the Gymnet Indians 7. Hamlin Bulldogs 7 and the Early Longhorns 48. The Forsen Buffalo 6 and the Colorado City Wolves 54. De Leon Bearcats 59, the Comanche Indians 35, and that's your 3A scores.
In classification 4A, San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs have fallen to the Fort Stockton Panthers 6-34. Iowa Park shutting out Sweetwater. We're still working on getting a post-game interview from out there. 41 Iowa Park, Sweetwater 0. Andrews at home in another Mustang Bowl taking on Snyder. Andrews Mustangs 48, Snyder 26. In a game last night, Graham Steers 59, Decatur 35. And also played yesterday, Brownwood 20, Wichita Falls Raiders 16. Vincent's got your 5A and 6A.
And the 5A was last night. The Wiley Bulldogs fell to the Cooper Cougars 48-0. In your 6A score, Abilene High wins again over the Midland Bulldogs 13-0 for their homecoming. And the Pebble Hills Spartans 20 and the San Angelo Central Bobcats 31. And there is 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter there.
All right. Thank you, Vincent. We will be back in just a few moments after a word from one of our sponsors with your nightly news update and our 10 o'clock hardest block. That's on the way in just a few moments.
Broadcasting his life-changing music all over West Texas. KGNZ 88.1, KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting his life-changing music worldwide at KGNZ.com. We appreciate the team of Lone Star Electric Company in Abilene for their support of Christian Radio KGNZ. Lone Star is a professional electric service contractor offering complete commercial, industrial, and residential service and repair. Lone Star is bonded and insured for your protection with 24-hour emergency service. 677-0186. 677-0186.
Don't get wired without us. Lone Star Electric.
At 10 o'clock, I'm Dustin Tatro with your nightly news update on KGNZ. Local content from our exclusive media partners at K-Texas News, getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger. The father and son who killed their neighbor in a fight over trash have been rearrested after a judge increased their bond to $250,000 each today. Said Abilene Police Chief Stan Standridge, both John and Michael Miller's bonds were originally set by a justice of the peace at $25,000. They bonded out immediately, which was a great concern to both myself and the community. Taylor County District Attorney Jim Hicks filed a motion of insufficiency of bond this afternoon to address the department and public's concern. That motion was filed 2 days after K-Texas aired video of that shooting on September 1st during what court documents call an argument about the placement of a box mattress. When Aaron Howard, who was about 7 feet away, raised a baseball bat, John Miller fired 2 shots, according to police. Howard then threw the bat at John Miller. Michael Miller, who is the son, then shot Howard, who was now unarmed with a shotgun. John Miller then shot him a further 2 more times. Howard died at Hendrick Medical Center. The cause of death was ruled a gunshot wound of the chest and a shotgun wound of the chest. Howard was also shot in the right forearm. Again, John and Michael Miller currently in jail with a bond raised to $250,000 each. Moving to Brown County, 2 years ago, the writing on the wall at the Brooke Smith Independent School District spelled doom and gloom, but the school district superintendent said that the message has now turned optimistic. Brooke Smith ISD Superintendent Steve Mickelson said that he hopes the school district never closed down. He said this, "I didn't doubt that Brooke Smith ISD was going to be fine. It wasn't that, it was turning the image of the district around." The image that Mickelson was speaking of is the one that was created by Guy Birdwell, the former superintendent there. In October of 2016, Birdwell announced at a school board meeting that Brooke Smith ISD would have to close due to a lack of funding. However, Birdwell resigned the day after he made that statement. Mickelson added, "We had an exodus of folks, and we had some negativism. It was difficult to get around that quickly." According to Mickelson, enrollment entering this school year is 170 students, which is an increase from last year when they only had 118 students enrolled. Brooke Smith has been able to stay open by enacting cost-cutting measures and also adopting a long-term operational plan. The board adopted a $2.7 million budget in August, which was an increase of around $300,000 compared to last year. Mickelson defended the budget and said he is not sacrificing his students' educational opportunities in an attempt to keep the lights on at Brooke Smith ISD. The 2018-2019 school year budget also demonstrated that money has not been set aside for security and monitoring there. McMurray University is inviting all members of the military and their families to Military Appreciation Day tomorrow. Active duty and retired military personnel are invited to attend McMurray University's football game against Sul Ross State University as honored guests on Saturday. Military personnel can get into the game for free with a military ID and will also get free popcorn. That game starts tomorrow evening at McMurray's Wilfred Moore Stadium at 6 o'clock. Before the game, military personnel and their families are invited to attend a tailgate beginning at 2:45 tomorrow afternoon. That game you just heard recently about in William McCorkle's college preview for this week. If you missed it, you can check out our archived Simulcast on our social media accounts. At 10:04, that has been your nightly news update with local content from our exclusive media partners at K-Texas News, getting the facts right and alerting you to weather danger.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Now it's time for the 10 o'clock hardest block. We've got music coming up from Fit for a King, a band from Dallas we introduced you to last night, The Protest. And here's some Anne Berlin with Godspeed here on The Rock Show.
Tell me what you got, what you really got. We'll rest in our graves. Lexington, cross your veins. Sleepers can't just wait the dead. When needles and lovers collapse on guilty beds. Fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
Jacob Whittier, and I'm listening to Christian rock on the hardest side of life-changing music, KGNZ at night.
It's KGNZ at night, and it's time for our hardest block of the night. Here's Fit for a King, Youth Division. More scores coming up after this.
There's a place in the back of my head. I keep it dark, I know I'm in. And there's a heart somewhere in my chest. Is there a beat? Does it exist?
In the 10 o'clock hardest block, Dallas-based band Fit for a King with Youth Division, a brand new release. And us at KGNZ would like to thank food partner Papa John's Pizza at 3900 North 1st for feeding the Friday Night Football show tonight. Takeout from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day with delivery offered Sunday through Thursday from 10 until midnight and until 1 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. You can order online at papajohns.com. Papa John's Pizza, 3900 North 1st, 677-3434, 677-3434. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
And it's time for more score updates.
It's another West Texas 6-man to 6A full score update, only on the Friday Night Football Show.
All right, so it's time for the 6-man score, starting with the Rotan Yellowhammers 38 and the Moran Bulldogs 7, the Rope Eagles 28, and the Hyman Cardinals 51. The Bront Longhorns 68 and the Santa Ana Mountaineers 18. The Highland Hornets 49 and the Rain Bulldogs 0. The Blackwell Hornets 56 and the Looters Raiders 8. And those are all finals. And time for the 2A scores.
Moving to 2A, and I'm just noticing this. Abilene Cooper has won its district opener as far as volleyball over Wichita Falls High. Your 2A football scores, Albany 7, Hawley Bearcats 32. Again, Haskell and Stanford will be playing tomorrow. Winners Blizzard shutting out the Ranger Bulldogs 60-0 tonight. Baird over Miles 25-13. Cross Plains falling by 1 point to Christoval 26-27. Roscoe Plowboys 12, Monday Moguls 0. Hamlin Pied Pipers 41 shutting out the New Home Leopards. And I don't believe we have an update for Erie County or Roby. Here's Vincent, 3A update.
Got the Childress Bobcats 35 and the Eastland Mavericks 7. The Breckenridge Buckaroos 9 and the Brock Eagles 20. The Mason Punchers 35 and Jim Ned Indians 7. Hamilton Bulldogs 7 and the Early Longhorns 48. Forest San Buffalo 6 and the Colorado City Wolves 54. DeLeon Bearcats 59, the Comanche Indians 35, and those are all final.
All right, here's 3A.
You mean 4A?
4A. San Angelo Lakeview Chiefs 6, Fort Stockton 34. That game played out in West Texas tonight. Iowa Park Hawks shutting out our Sweetwater Mustangs at home in the Mustang Bowl 41-0 tonight. Snyder Tigers 26 in Andrews. I believe that's going to be 48. 48-26 Andrews over Snyder. A look back to last night, Graham Steers traveling out to Decatur and bringing home a victory from the Eagles. Graham 59, Decatur 35. And in a game that was already scheduled for last night, Brownwood Lions 20, Wichita Falls Rider Raiders 16.
And your 5A scores in the Southtown Showdown. Cooper 48, Wiley 0. Your 6A scores, Abilene went to 3-1, winning 13-0 on homecoming over the Midland Bulldogs, and the Pebble Hill Spartans 20 and the San Angelo Central Bobcats 31.
Now, in our large schools that we cover, I believe now that Abilene High has the best record.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I think Central's tied with them.
Central's tied. I haven't been paying as much attention down there, but I know they're doing well as well. And Cooper now has not a, I don't even know what you would call that. They're 1-3, but at least they have a win on there now.
Yep, Cooper won.
All right.
But sadly,
and I'm kind of glad that's
still 0-4.
Yeah, Wiley's still 0-4, but I think they'll still be able to come around on that. I know that they are very, very motivated right now. They want to break that snap, and we're definitely hoping so. I don't have my paper in hand with me at the minute, but I'll look in just a minute and see where we're going with some of these teams next week, so we can let you know what to expect. All right, and I am going to take a look for the first time tonight. We didn't get to it last hour, but this is our first look at your good news this evening from Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Be a living sacrifice. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. We're looking towards next week now, and it looks like Wiley is headed out to Brownwood. I know this rivalry is one that's existed for quite some time against the Brownwood Lions, and I'm hoping we're going to be able to have somebody to send down there. Cooper takes on Lubbock Monterey up in Lubbock this week, and it's another Abilene High home game next week, with bringing in North Richland Hill, the Richland Rebels, and that is the first district game for the Eagles. That's all next week on week 5. All right, let's get into our hardest spot on the show tonight. It's the Persuaded with To My Brothers. It's the 10 o'clock hardest walk. Right here on the harder side of life-changing music, it is KGNZ at Night. I'm Dustin Tatro and Vincent Tucker. We're going to be hearing from Clyde head coach Scott Campbell in an FCA testimony in just a minute.
Falling beyond
The Clyde Bulldogs have a brand new head coach and athletic director this year. New beginnings out here in Clyde. Coach Campbell, and we kind of want to hear, in the name of doing our West Texas Friday night football and faith, we would like to hear kind of where your faith journey is coming from as you're new to the program here, what your philosophy is of what you do with these guys here during in the field house, out on the field. Kind of share with us.
Sure, yeah. Very thankful to be here in Clyde. Clyde's the type of community in which they allow me to express my faith and live that out in front of the boys on a daily basis, and so that's one thing that really drew me here. And I realize my calling as a coach is not championships and rings. It's to mold young men and make them better husbands and fathers and better members of their community. And so we're able to share life lessons throughout this great game of football, and we share a lot of ups and downs, and we talk about how that reflects life and how Christ would want us to live through those.
What unique opportunities does that present for you?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, as a grown man, as a husband, as a father, for these guys to be able to see me around my wife, live out my faith with my son, and raising of him. And then as a collective coaching staff, a lot of great men that are committed to the calling and have a lot of conviction in what they do. And to have this opportunity on a daily basis, and get to share our faith and read from the good word and pray over these guys is an unbelievable opportunity. Do you do that daily here? Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm constantly telling them that I love them, just as Christ calls us to do, and it's a great opportunity. We talk a lot of time about being as one, being as a family, being as a team, and how that represents the body. And just today we were talking about as we work for one master. We work to serve the Lord and not for men. And that we get caught up in that in this game of football. We're trying to impress other people, and I just remind them that it's not a chase after worldly possessions or worldly approval.
How can we best pray for and support your guys this season?
Yeah, I would say first and foremost, just that we would remain healthy, so that all the boys could complete the season and play throughout the season. And if something comes up like that, an injury, adversity of any kind, that we just use that as a teaching lesson and a way for these young men to grow.
Because we'll always run into adversities. Coach Campbell, thank you. Clyde Bulldogs, the new head coach and athletic director, and I'm sure we'll be hearing from a lot more out of Clyde this year. I'm Dustin Tatro-Mora. The Friday Night Football Show is up next.
Club on the vodka guy, trying to get little mama in a car. I heard a gun pop like pop. Someone hit us with a chopper like da. An average night for a couple of no good. Up in college, but yeah, we still like to so hood. Never making it to church, man, we drink it till it hurts. If we can do it tomorrow, yeah, we sure would. When you're sitting in your room and you're feeling like a fool, cause you got a couple STDs. Singing partners on the news, cause they thought that he was cool. Now they about to put him 6 feet deep. When I'm really at my lowest and I'm feeling kinda hopeless, everybody gotta hate on me. Shame on me, cause the blame's on me. But hallelujah, the Lord showed his grace on me. He saved me. Was on my way to hell with a full tank. I don't care what them boys think, cause what I'm on is a sure thing. Stacking their money up like it's Legos. TS, I'm repairing all of the pesos. They never be satisfied, man, I try this aloud. The only hope you got is turning the head so. Yeah, I'm not here to impress, I'm here to impact. I won't settle for less. Got my cross on my back. I was out my mind, my head was screwed up, but Jesus saved me. Hallelujah. Turn up my level, still a rebel screaming. Hallelujah. Me and my partners on your block, we hollering. Hallelujah. Was out my mind, my head was screwed up, but Jesus saved me. Hallelujah. Ay, what you say? 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 Hallelujah. My soul was empty, my life was foolish, but Jesus saved me. Hallelujah. Follow me, I'm a phenomenon. Not because what I do, but all the music I'm on. Smoking with shooters and getting caught up in too much. I found the Lord is the truest, and now I follow the sun. Enemy get a king like Sauron. He should've smashed the boy, I was a moron. Running from the truth, 440 proof, half naked loose slide that I only wanted more of. Yeah, knew in my heart I was opposed to you. Knew I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do. Made it get image, but I was more like a menace. By your grace I repented, and now I'm close to you. I tell the world, but when I tell them, they don't listen. How you rapping, but you Christian, they don't get it, so they diss it. But they shot, popped, and they fuck Biggie. I pray my killer get saved when they done with me. First put me on a plane, headed to the rap game. Let me tell the whole world how the Lord did it. Don't put me in line with all the worst sinners. Only difference is I'm tall and a little thinner. But if you ask who forgiven, see my hand hit the ceiling. I've been changed like weather after a cold winter. Yeah, they can say what they wanna. I ain't scared of these people. Lord is my shepherd. I fear no evil. My soul is empty. My life is foolish. Jesus save me. Hallelujah. Turn up my level, still a rebel screaming. Hallelujah. Me and my partners on your block, we hollering. Hallelujah. Was out my mind. My head was screwed up. But Jesus saved me. Hallelujah. Ay, what you say? 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 Hallelujah. My soul was empty. My life was foolish. But Jesus saved me. Hallelujah. But Jesus saved my life. Hallelujah. But Jesus saved my life. Hallelujah. But Jesus saved my life. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Well, looking forward to next week. And Vincent, I guess I'll take your predictions on this. Wiley and Brownwood, since Wiley is up to 5A now, Brownwood's still at 4A. This is going to be a matchup like not anything different than what we've had in year past when they were both in 4A. So considering how we saw Wiley play last night and have been hearing about Brownwood, we haven't been able to see them yet. What are your thoughts?
Okay, are we good? Yeah. Ooh. Brownwood by 14 points.
Brownwood by 14. The Cougars up at Monterey.
Lubbock by 7.
You're going to go against the Cougars?
Yes.
Okay. I have not done any research into Monterey yet, so I can't comment on any of that. Okay. Central over Weatherford. And I've been hearing some very positive things about Weatherford being a strong team this year.
Central by 3.
Okay. And North Richland Hills here for another home game with the Eagles.
Abilene High by 3.
Why?
They got a good defense, man. Their defense is legit this year. They got some pretty good linebackers. And defense wins championships.
You think it'll be because they forced the ball over on downs and someone kicked a field goal and it's otherwise tied?
Yeah, I just think it'll be by 3 because Richland and that area, I mean, not to be that guy, but most schools that have a lot of income usually have pretty good teams because they know how to do the right training and stuff like that.
That's
South
true
Lake.
because they can bring in, that's the problem Abilene High has been running into with a lot of these Metroplex schools that have buku budget to bring in consultants and advisors and
for years,
trainers.
That was the problem with when we faced South Lake, because South Lake had basically the Dallas Cowboys training them. They played in their stadium. They had most of their parents were on the Cowboys team, so we were basically playing like the JV league of the Dallas Cowboys. They had all their training staff and stuff that helped them out. So, I mean, it's not to sound bad that saying, hey, yes, if you have more money, you're better, because that's not always the case in a lot of places. But, I mean, they're able to go to special camps and see specialists and stuff to improve their games in ways that we can't.
Some of the things that you might see in professional football even.
Yeah, but on the flip side is Abilene High has a good defense. Their linebackers have been really doing a lot better every week and stepping up, and defense wins championships. So you can have the best offense in the league, but if you got a decent defense, you're going to win.
And head coach Delvin Cox, the whole crew are very good at watching tapes and doing research. And so as far as strategy, I'm not worried about that at all against Weatherford. I think that we've got brains and we've got desire and we have good hard work ethic here. So I'm very interested to see how those games play out. Let's see some of the lower classifications. As we know, Brownwood up in 5A with Wiley this upcoming week. San Angelo Lakeview takes on Llano, Sweetwater, and Greenwood. This has been a rivalry in that classification for a long time, even when Greenwood was down in 3A. Let's see. Graham takes on the Springtown Porcupines. So there you go. I don't think we could send Melvin Porcupine to Springtime, but
nope.
Yeah, Melvin got into a little accident with a porcupine last week, and yeah. Anyways, 3A, first district matchup in Division 2, Bangs and Anson, and I believe we're going to have somebody in Anson covering that game. Let's see what else we got. Ballinger and Cisco is next week. Clyde and Colorado City in Colorado City, and that pretty much looks extent. Jim Ned is taking on Brady at home. De Leon and Stanford. And De Leon was supposed to be a powerhouse this year, and they lost in a shutout game tonight. They're playing Stanford in Stanford next week. That should be interesting. Baird and Haskell. And in a game before, Albany and Brook Hill. Let's see. Cross Plains is on a bye week. Snyder is on a bye week. And I really don't see anything of really interesting note in our 6-man column for next week. But there will be some good, interesting games next week. It just looks like the most interesting ones are in our higher classifications. So that's what's coming up on week 5 of the Friday Night Football Show. And, of course, we'll have live coverage out as well. I'm Dustin Tatro with Vincent Tucker. This is the Friday Night Football Show on KGNZ exclusively. We've got a look at your weather forecast coming up right after a word from our sponsors.
Clayton's Monogramming is proud to support West Texas homegrown athletes and the Friday Night Football Show. Clayton's Monogramming, 218 West McCarg in Stamford.
Howdy, folks. For almost 30 years, Lawrence Hall in Abilene has been serving the Abilene and Big Country area with a full line of products from Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac, and GMC trucks, as well as providing an in-house customer service center to help with any questions. Lawrence Hall in Abilene has a complete selection of new model cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with certified pre-owned models, with a fully equipped service department, body shop, and factory-trained technicians. Lawrence Hall in Abilene provides service after the sale. Their website at www.lawrencehallofabilenetx.com lists sales and service specials too. Their phone number, 325-695-8800. That's 325-695-8800. That's Lawrence Hall in Abilene, a trusted KGNZ partner.
Halfway through the show, KGNZ Rock Time 10:39. It is time to take another look at your forecast. Around a 30% chance of rain tonight in Lubbock. You want to read this?
It's wet everywhere.
Lows tonight in Lubbock in the mid-50s. It's going to be a bit windy tonight with those northerly winds at around 20 miles an hour, gusting a little bit faster than that. For San Angelo and Abilene, possibility does exist for some heavy rainfall tonight. Rain chances for San Angelo, 70%. Over 90% chances overnight for much of the Big Country. Moderate northerly winds tonight with lows for Abilene in the upper 50s. San Angelo around 62, 63 degrees. For your Saturday, a rather overcast day for Lubbock, northerly winds, highs around 73 degrees. San Angelo, about a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms throughout the day in the Concho Valley. A mostly cloudy one on the way with highs around 68 degrees. Northerly winds gusting to around 25. For the Big Country, 40% chance of rain. A cloudy Saturday on the way with highs only getting up to around 68 degrees. In fact, that's only a tad bit warmer than right now. Your current temperatures, 72 in San Angelo, 64 degrees with light rain in Snyder, 67 in Graham, holding at 63 degrees up on the Caprock tonight, and 66 degrees with light rain, fog, and mist for much of the Big Country. Here's Demon Hunter on KGNZ at Night, The Rock Show. With raining down on the way, we've got the latest from Derek Minor and NF right here.
The path is laid.
Definitely want to keep those eyes wide open while you're out driving tonight on these wet roads, particularly that area on I-20 around Grape. It's always a bad area when it gets wet. This from the Abilene Police Department. I-20 westbound now closed from Pine Street to Old Anson Road due to a second collision involving 18-wheelers and other vehicles at Grape. Avoid area. That's from Lieutenant Lynn Beard. So be careful out there, folks, and avoid that area on I-20 westbound in the north part of Abilene. On KGNZ at night, here's the latest from Derek Miner. It's called Revolution.
No timeouts.
Welcome. So glad you can finally make it. And we just sowing the seed just for you. Welcome to the revolution. Yeah. Welcome to the revolution. Yeah. They've been looking for the blueprint. You can get it here exclusive. Welcome to the revolution. Yeah. They've been looking for the blueprint. Yeah. You can get it here exclusive.
I am nothing like you rap guys. You should never get it confused. I don't fall for them cornball moves. You should work on your kung fu. Sensei high kick game, even if they don't listen. Say your soul to them if you want to. Your career be missing. And so the culture vulture on G like Costa Nostra. Mean we family murder everything off of G.O.D. Off of G.O.D. Learn from my losses. Start to amplify. Now we finna make everybody bosses. Y'all should be cautious. If you check us, I check your contract. Don't look at me. Cause that sell you dreams inbound back with your royalties. Woe is me. Went from Robin Hood to Robin Hood. I cannot complain cause y'all's good. Even when they try to overlook.
I cannot complain cause y'all's good. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to the revolution. They've been looking for the blueprint. You can get it here exclusive. Welcome to the revolution. They've been looking for the blueprint. You can get it here exclusive.
Hey, shouts out Jimmy O.
Jimmy, what up?
Hey, Kelly G said it sound like I've been rapping from my gut on these records.
My executive, what up?
Hey, what up, Doc Weezy? That's my day one. Song we finna turn up on these boy real quick, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying hard not to look down on people I looked up to. I'm just trying to thrive and be a king like I'm supposed to. I've been cast out by people that called me brother. Now I murder everything you put me on like I'm Killmonger. Whatever, I got my things together. I don't sweat it even in hell with 3 sweaters. The flow frozen on a new level. I could build a snowman on the head of a devil. Sheesh! Look what the game done did to me. I watch you get fat while I starved out with my team. But it taught us how to hunt. Our aim is pristine. Eating venison and all the fixings with my regime. Glory to God, he give grace. He said before you get up, finish your plate. So I tell the whole world I'm a sinner and Christ saves. I tell the whole world I'm a sinner and Christ saves. Still talking that talk, this my lane, you know. Old dogs, new tricks, I can't change. That I had you looking like you lost your brain. Everybody confused, but my mission's still the same. Get my family out the hood before I enter my grave. Heal mind, body, and soul, my faith is in the name. Jesus.
Feels like we're on the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down. All these voices in my head get loud. I wish that I could shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down.
Yeah. I guess I'm a disappointment. Doing everything I can, I don't wanna make you disappointed. It's annoying. I just wanna make you feel like everything I ever did was never trying to make an issue for you. But I guess the more you thought about everything, you were never even wrong in the first place, right? Yeah, I'ma just ignore you, walking towards you. With my head down, looking at the ground, I'm embarrassed for you. Paranoia. What did I do wrong this time? That's parents for you. Very loyal. Should've had my back voices in my head get loud. I wish that I could shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down. Yeah. You don't wanna make this work, you just wanna make this worse. Want me to listen to you, but you don't ever hear my words. You don't wanna know my hurt yet. Let me guess, you want an apology, probably. How can we keep going at a rate like this? We can't, so I guess I might have to leave. Please don't come after me. I just wanna be alone right now. I don't really wanna think at all. Go ahead, just drink it all. Both know you're gonna call them on like nothing's wrong. Ain't that what you always do? I feel like every time I talk to you, you're in an awful mood. What else can I offer you? There's nothing left right now. I give it all to you. On the edge right now. I wish that I could say I'm proud. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down. And all these voices in my head get loud. I wish that I could shut them out. I'm sorry that I let you down. Let you down. Yeah. Don't talk down to me, that's not gonna work now. Packed all my clothes and I moved out. I don't even wanna go to your house. Every time I sit on that couch, I feel like you lecture me. Eventually, I bet that we could've made this work and probably would've figured things out. But I guess I'm a letdown, but it's cool, I checked out. Oh, you wanna be friends now? Okay, let's put my fake face on and pretend now. Sit around and talk about the good times that didn't even happen. I mean, why are you laughing? Must've missed that joke, let me see if I can find a reaction. No, but at least you're happy. Feels like we're on the edge right now. I could say I'm proud. Sorry that I let you down. Oh, I let you down. All these voices in my head get loud, and I wish that I could shut them out. Sorry that I let you down. Oh, I let you down. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry now. I'm sorry that I let you down.
And I think that's a good one to think about after a lot of behavior from a lot of people this week. It's an F.
Welcome back to the Friday Night Football Show. Here's Dustin and Vincent.
And I just saw this tweet from the Executive Director of Communications for the Texas Rangers. As of 10:35, tonight's game against the Seattle Mariners in Arlington has been called due to rain, a flash flood warning, and conditions on the field, which means the Texas Rangers win over Seattle tonight, 8-3. This will be our final full score update from 6-man all the way up to 6A, kicking off in 6-man, row 10, 38, Moran 7, final. In fact, all of these are final, I believe now. Ropes 28, Hermley 51, Bront 68, Santa Ana 18. We did never get a score for May. Highland Hornets, it's a 49-point shutout over Lorain tonight. No score for Trent or Rule. Looters Avoca 8, Blackwell 56. No score for Woodson, and a forfeit blanket over Three-Way. Here's 2A.
And for your 2A scores, the Albany Lions 7 and the Holly Bearcats 32. The Ranger Bulldogs 0 and the Winter Blizzards keep winning 60. The Baird Bears 25 and the Miles Bulldogs 13. Cross Plain Buffaloes 26 and the Costaville Cougars 27. That was last night. Roscoe Plowboys 12 and the Moonday Mongols 0. Hamlin Pied Pipers keep winning with a 41-0 win over New Home. In the Irene County Hornets 0 and the Roby Lions 0. We still haven't got an update on that, so if you're out there, let us know. And for the 3A scores.
3A scores. Childress, this game played last night in Eastland, 35, Eastland 7. Breckenridge 9, Brock 20. Last night, lost to Mason in Tuscola. Jim Ned 7, Mason 35. That's not bad. Mason's ranked number 1, and Jim Ned was at least able to get a touchdown on the scoreboard last night. Hamilton 7, Early 48. Colorado City 54, 2A Force N Buffalo 6, and Comanche 35. The DeLeon Bearcats 59. All other 3A teams a bye week on week 4.
Time for the 4A scores. So at the San Angelo Lakeview 6 in the Fort Stockton 34. Iowa Park Hawks 41. Sweetwater Mustangs 0. The Snyder Tigers 26, and the Andrew Mustangs 48, the Graham Steers 59, and Decatur 35. And last night, the Brownwood Lions win over Wichita Falls 20-16.
All right, 5A. This last night in the inaugural Southtown Showdown, Wiley falling to the Cooper Cougars at Shotwell Stadium. Shutout game, Cooper Cougars 48. In your 6A scores tonight, Abilene High's homecoming game, Abilene High over Midland 13-0. And in San Angelo tonight, San Angelo Central hosting Pebble Hills. San Angelo Central 31, the Spartans 20. And that's our final look at your full scores on week number 4 of the Friday Night Football Show. But don't go away, because there's another hour of West Texas Christian rock, hard rock, hip-hop, and more on the way at the top of the hour. For now, here's music from Embers in Ashes with Another Day. Welcome to The Rock Show.
Like the weight of the world is on my shoulders. I hang my head and wonder how I could sink any lower. Help me find a way out. I need an escape. I've gotten lost. Help me find my way. Lead me back to you. Take me in your arms. Show me what it's like to be safe from harm. And I've run so far, and I've been gone so long that I forgot all the beauty of your light. Can't live another day without you. Can't live another day without you in my life. I'm losing ground, the enemy's too strong for a wounded soldier. I hang my head like the battle's lost, like the war is over. Help me find a way out, I need an escape. I've gotten lost, help me find my way. Lead me back to you, take me in your arms. Show me what it's like to be safe from harm. And I've run so far, and I've been gone so long that I forgot all the beauty of your light.
Life-changing Christian music. KGNZ Abilene 88.1. KLTP 90.9 San Angelo. Broadcasting worldwide at KGNZ.com.
Can you feel the anger? I can't tell. Can you see the danger where I fell? Be careful where you walk.
Left, right, step in the trails of dead men. Never count their blessings. But they count on dead plans. They say they look to the future, but they really just look to losers. They say that the past repeats itself. If you follow within your doom and fail. Stand right, you better stand tall. Stand still, then you can't fall. Stand still, do nothing at all. But who cares if you can't evolve? But I can't just talk, can't just stand here on the wall. Not gonna live in fear of the fact that if I'm climbing, then I can fall.
Can you feel the anger? I can't tell. Can you see the danger where I fell? Be careful where you walk.
Along the path, a lot of rocks and cracks. One step, then the next, and there's no turning back. Gotta push through this route as attack. Blaze your own, but just follow my tracks. I can't stand complacent, and I can't just stand still. Watch where you step, not where I do what will click heels. Watch when pitfalls and trials come to take you. And watch out for people who will drag you down with great skill. Watch out for liars and cheaters and traps. Watch out for people carrying snakes on their backs. Watch out for ambushes, secret attacks. Don't forget to kick back when you need to relax. Watch out for cover, it'll sneak up and kill you. Watch out for summer, don't let playing match truth. If you fall somewhere, then tell others not to. Learn from your mistakes, move on and know that God has got you. Don't take people for granted, they might not be there one day. Keep your feet well planted for when wind comes your way.
This is Jimmy Laredo, and you're listening to the harder side of life-changing music, KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro.
Yeah, this just something like I looked at my life, and I looked at my wife like I did something right. Look, I'm not switching my price. Baby, I know what I'm worth. I be like, thank God it's Monday. I get to get back to work. Hey, shine like gold. They don't want story, man. They want the soundbite. I'm like, no. Looking around like they see you on the mountain, they don't see you on the climb. Right? Me and all of mine in the power line. Look at this and what you find. Right?
Shimmer, lights, flicker, all this light, let it shimmer. I had to glow up, I had to show up. I got the light now, check out my glow up. Right? Shimmer, lights, flicker, all this light, let it shimmer. I had to glow up. Show up, I got the light now. Check out my glow up.
Striped up and they wiped up. Yeah, most of these folk hyped up. Yeah, I'm in the bag for show. I got a stack of a band to throw. Hop in the bag for show. Reach back in the stack for more. Lights, flicker, gotta make sure that they with you. Better go look at the picture. Better go look at prescription. I'm in the field when I get down. I'm taking a kneel. Yeah, I'm in the field like fire drills. I know they loving the thrill. Yeah,
right, shimmer, lights, flicker, all this light, let it shimmer. I had to glow up, I had to show up. I got the light now. Check out my glow up.
Light bright like it's Friday night. Might kneel like I'm capping it. Line of sight like it's itemized. Real fake with no asterisk. Light bear like the Mercy. Messenger since the first day. In a white tux cause I stand out. All alone like first place. I got buzz like ether. Throwback hits like beepers. Keep up, I might leave ya. Team way up like Chiba. They taking shots like they had to buy. Shine like a rocket, we blasting out. Whoa. That's just the aftershock. Back out the grave like I'm Lazarus.
Back out the grave like a king. I had to show him the ink. You couldn't mess up the team. All of my homies, they gleam. Take a photo. All my homies never solo. I've been leaning like the cholo. Light in season and got double. Whoa.
Right, shimmer, lights, flicker, all this. Let it shimmer. I had to glow up. I had to show up. I got the light now. Check out my glow up.
They can't stop that light, man, it's way too bright. 116 for life, on my squad I ride. Jesus by my side, got nothing to hide. We still on the shame, we still about that life. New Morning Mercy, I swim in that. Light of the world, yeah, I give them that. I give up my life and I get it back. The whole squad here, but you figured that. My partners was pushing the lean, yeah. So I was pushing the king, yeah. They sipping act, so I had to act. I'm shining my light on the scene, yeah.
Right, shimmer, lights, flicker, all this. Light, let it shimmer. I had to glow up. I had to show up. I got the light now. Check out my glow up.
I wanna shine for you. I wanna shine for you. I wanna shine for you. I wanna shine for you.
I had to glow up. I had to glow up. I got the light now. I got the light now. Yes, sir. Pickle side, it's that flicker side. That gorgeous glow up without a lick up bright. Our power solar, bro, take a look inside. Toast we live in elixir, cause we the vicar's bride. Quicker side, I can't debate. We came awake, still darkness, target still aim away. This song might not hit radio, but we radiate. That beam will run out of steam till we stand face to face. So go shine, little homie. Go shine, young lady. Go shine, little homie. Go shine, young lady.
Love it from 116 Click. It is light work with artists including Andy Mineo and Lecrae and Tripoli all on that track. We got Blindside headed your way with all of us, and I'm queuing up some Whiteheart on vinyl. That's on the way.
So if you don't mind
It's Blindside with all of us. I'm Dustin Tatro on your Friday night. It's going to be a wet weekend out there. We're going to be taking another look at your weather forecast coming up here in about, another 20 minutes or so. But we've still got good words from Romans on the way. Right now, it's a classic running to you on vinyl now from the band White Heart back in 1984. It is the title track off of their album, Vital Signs. I'm Dustin Tatro. You are listening to the harder side of life-changing music and your home for classic Christian rock like this.
Take a look at the picture. You keep pulse up on that machine. Your life is right there before you, going on that screen. The monitor is running and it's hooked up to your soul, keeping track of your feelings, making sure that they're in control. Check your vital signs. Are they looking fine? Watch your vital signs. You can keep yourself in line. Are your actions connected with what's inside your head? Living like the master, doing what he said. The heart that follows Jesus has got a smooth and steady beat. Flowing with the love of God really makes your life complete. Check your vital signs. Are they looking fine? Watch your vital signs. You can keep yourself in line. Check your vital signs. Are they looking fine? Watch your vital signs. You can keep yourself in line. Check your vital signs. Are they looking fine? Watch your vital signs. You can keep yourself in line. You can keep yourself in line.
It's a classic, White Heart with Check Your Vital Signs. It's your pulse up on that monitor. That's a great song there. Did you know that David Huff was a drummer in White Heart, along with his brother Dan, who played guitars and sang as well? I didn't know that. You never know what you learn. That's what we get for playing actual records on air here, what you learn off of the liner notes in the album. It's White Heart. KGNZ at night, your place for classic Christian rock on top of today's modern rock, hard rock, metal, hip-hop, and so much more, even a little reggae in there once in a while. I'm Dustin Tatro. This is our final look at your good news tonight from Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. Therefore, I urge you, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. That's your good news tonight from Romans chapter 12. Again, your Rangers win as the game was called about 40 minutes ago because of flooding, or at least floods in the area and field conditions at Rangers Ballpark. Score, Rangers 8, Seattle 3. On the way, we've got music from Gavi and Drew Beggs. Don't forget to check out our archived videos on our social media channels on Twitter, KGNZ at Night, and Facebook, KGNZ at Night with Dustin Tatro. And we also are now streaming to our YouTube channel as well. If you missed any of the content tonight, scores or live reports or anything like that. Speaking of live reports, we do want to thank our volunteers, Vincent Tucker, our co-host, as well as William McCorkle, our lead field reporter at Shotwell Stadium. Tonight, Justin Stone covering Hawley and Albany in Wiley, and Melvin Settlemyer covering Iowa Park and Sweetwater at Sweetwater's Mustang Bowl. It is the Friday Night Football Show. We've wrapped up football coverage for tonight, but we're going to default back into what we really do here, and that's awesome messages and some even more awesome music. Hands of Elohim coming your way now with Never Alone. And I hope you take this to heart tonight and realize that even in your darkest times, you've not been left alone. Don't let the darkness swallow you. It's KGNZ at Night.
Alone in this world, alone in my own mind.
I'm Sarah, and this is the best place in West Texas for Christian rock, KGNZ at night.
Tenemos que ir hasta el sur de Florida.
top, partner. Yeah, man, I'm talking about the colossal way. Yeah, huh?
Hey, off the topic, this ain't right. You can't stop it. Yeah, tonight it sounded real. Yeah, it sounded real. It sounded real. Yeah, it sounded real. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. This ain't fun at all when you see it. This ain't fun at all when you see it. Hold up, yeah, this ain't right. Where'd it go? I've been waiting for too long. Timmy said just let it drop. Yeah, awesome day. Yeah, I don't play. Hold up, yeah, this about to fall. Yeah, take it back, take it all. I just made the play, watch me ball. I ain't new to this, it's my job. This ain't about the paper. I can't stand your flavor. I just switched the game up. Whoa. I see cages, I won't slave up.
Yeah, man. Y'all know how we coming. Man, we at the top. Talking about the King Tut way. Talking about the real big way, man.
Off the topic, this ain't right. You can't stop it. Yeah, tonight it sounded real. Yeah, it sounded real. It sounded real. Yeah, it sounded real. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. This ain't fun at all when you see it. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. Do it for the thrills, yeah. This ain't fun at all when you see it.
Shouts out to Deerfield, Ely. We out here. Stoneman Douglas Eagles, 954.
It's Gavi with Thrills on KGNZ at night, your place for Christian hip hop and rap. We've got a final look at your weather forecast coming up in just a few minutes, along with a look at what's going on in the area tomorrow. Right now, it's Drew Bex.
Yeah. Look at my bros, look at my face. All of us know we living by grace. Look at my pros, look at my stance. I'm ready for the woe, this isn't by chance. Devil throw stones, devil got plans, but all I really know is I'm in God's hands. Still I gotta fight, throw up those hands while you was on the gram, showing off fans. I was on the grind, learning how to fight. I got enemies roaming in the night. They wanna take the wave, leave me all dry, but they are not flesh. Let's get it right. Demons on staff, left to the right, they always on task, especially at night. I was on path, but then they arrived. I was headed up with the best of my flight.
Don't be thinking you can judge me, don't be looking at me strange. If you ain't praying for me, don't care what you say. Got no time to play, I got places to go. Gotta level up, can't stay here no more. Gotta go, can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the loop, but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go. Can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the loop, but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go.
Yeah, gotta go. I fight a battle like Alamo. Shout out to Texas and Mexico. I find it kinda mechanical. Yeah, I do a sin and repent, then I sin and repent again. Yeah, know I should drop to my knees. I know I should call up a friend. I meant to call around 10. Call up my brother AZ and tell him it started again. He tells me I gotta win. Think of my beautiful family. Don't lose it all cause of sin. And don't let your home be a casualty.
Don't be thinking you can judge me, don't be looking at me strange. If you ain't praying for me, don't care what you say. Got no time to play, I got places to go. Gotta level up, can't stay here no more. Gotta go, can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the loop, but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go. Can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the loop, but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go. No, gotta go.
Yeah.
No.
Gotta go. Yeah. Gotta go out of your I'm with no amigos, no, I can't stay in this place. Homie, there's levels, I don't mess with devils. You messy, then get on my face. Really, I pick up on cues. Don't gotta sing, gotta choose. Yeah, devil, he lets her accuse. Gotta be swift with the moves. Yeah, how you things on my mind? Sin be looking so fine. Hold up, switch it up, don't got time. I ain't crossing that line. Hold up, I leveled up, yeah, I face that. I never won like a great dad. I hear this word, never taste that. Look at that grace, I'ma take that.
Don't be thinking you can judge me, don't be looking at me strange. If you ain't praying for me, don't care what you say. Got no time to play, I got places to go. Gotta level up, can't stay here no more. Gotta go, can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go. Can't stay here, I gotta go. Stuck in the but I gotta go. Keep on moving, gotta go. Yeah.
It's Drew Becks with Gotta Go here on KGNZ at night. A lot of things going on in the area tomorrow that we want you to know about. For one, the Upside Down Club is hosting, I believe it's the 7th annual Buddy Walk. Oh, here it is. This is to promote awareness and acceptance within our community. This is for those that are living with Down syndrome. It's a great opportunity to encourage them. The Upside Down Club is self-defined as a Down syndrome support group. This really is a great event. If you just want to be encouraged and lifted up on your Saturday, it's going to be a little bit cloudy and raining this weekend. Head on out to this. I promise you it'll make you feel better. It's going on from 9 until noon tomorrow at Beltway Park Church's South Campus. That's at 4009 Beltway South. This is, last I heard, still scheduled to be in the south parking lot. There may be a contingency plan to move into the gym or something. Anyways, here's all kinds of things. Camp Abel is doing pony rides. There are going to be jump houses. JB Cloud is going to DJ the May Farm Petting Zoo, a workshop from Home Depot, fire truck and ambulance from Metro Care, face painting, photo booths, demonstrations from gymnastics and Team Chip Taekwondo, the Chick-fil-A Cow, carnival games, all kinds of vendors. This is going to be a great event, and most importantly, it encourages people in our community that really need to know that they're loved and that they're accepted. So head out to the Buddy Walk in the morning. It's 9 until noon at Beltway South. Also going on tomorrow afternoon, 2:45 near the McMurray football field, Wilfred Moore Stadium, there is a tailgate where all military and their family are invited to attend, and then they will be recognized especially at the football game tomorrow, which begins at, I think, 6 o'clock as the McMurray Warbirds play tomorrow evening. Military Appreciation Day. So there's two things going on tomorrow that we already know about. We'll have a look at your forecast coming up right after a word from our sponsor, Sarge, over at AutoAid. And we'll be looking at radar also. That's coming up in about, 1 minute or so.
AutoAid is a full-service garage, teaching and equipping you with skills to know how to work on your own vehicle, with access to the use of their tools and lifts to help you complete your automotive repairs. AutoAid also provides full-service repairs for your vehicle as well. AutoAid is located at 1001 Chestnut Street in Abilene. Shop times, Tuesday through Friday, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. AutoAid's number is 325-518-4628. Their web address is www.auto-aid.com. Thanks for supporting KGNZ.
Here's our final look at your weather forecast on The Rock Show tonight. Around a 30% chance of rain with lows in the mid-50s tonight for Lubbock. San Angelo, 70% chance of rain and around 90% overnight likelihood of rainfall, and perhaps a lot for Abilene tonight. Your lows in the mid-50s for Lubbock, 63 for San Angelo, and will be around 59 degrees tonight in Abilene. Rather moderate winds at around 10 to 15 miles an hour out of the north across West Texas tonight. For your Saturday, expected to be rather overcast up on the South Plains with northerly winds and a high into the 70s for San Angelo. A 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tomorrow. A mostly cloudy day on the way with highs only around 68 for the Concho Valley. Northerly winds gusting to 25, and here in Abilene, we'll keep our rain chances at around 40% throughout the day tomorrow. A cloudy Saturday with highs only to around 68 degrees. Not much on the radar now. A lot of that rainfall has moved off into the Metroplex, loosely along a line just to the west of I-35, but there is still a fair amount of light rain in the area, more to our far north and eastern areas of the big country. So we're going to hope that and pray that Buddy Walk goes on exactly according to plan in the morning. Again, that's at 9 at Beltway South. All right, coming up, music from Five Iron Frenzy. And we still taking requests. All request lines are open. Give us a call, 800-588-8801. Again, that is 800-588-8801. We want to hear from you and get what you want to hear on air right here on The Rock Show in the last 28 minutes of our show. Your rock time now, 11:32 on your Friday night. Here's Five Iron Frenzy. It's Between the Pavement and the Stars.
Listening to this Jesus music. Back on the grind again. I know it's been a little while, but it's time again. Folks asking great, when you gon' rhyme again? I'm like, hold up, give me time, my man. See a lot of things change, some stay the same. Went from H-Town to D-Town to Memphis, man. One thing is for sure, everywhere I go, people caught up in themselves, money, cars, and clothes.
flows, yeah. They talk about it all the time and put it in their songs. They drive around and play it loud like it ain't nothing wrong. And all they talk about is simple stuff. Got everybody acting bad, thinking that they a thug. And they trying to drown me out, but now they ain't gon' count me out. I got a backpack full of tracks, plus I keep a Johnny Mac so we can pound it out. Plus I'm bumping these Jesus beats whenever they seeing me. People looking all confused, cause every one of my tunes is screaming Jesus peace. I was bumping that Trip Lee, BJ rolling with me. Both our heads nodding like we dozing or we tipsy. But we ain't been drinking, man. Now this song's just banging, man. Got us screaming Jesus out the window while we changing lanes, while we just
riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top down, top down. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down. Jesus music. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music.
If you hear that bass bang, and you see us in the streets, that stuff your boys playing, man. It's gon' be them Jesus beats. That stuff we bumpin' ain't that lean with it, rock with it. Nope, it's that change your life and please let the rock hit. All the stuff that we bump pretty Santa craze. Craze 116, I pray to craze. Once lost that fan, but we damn it crazy. And the stars all start, but we fanning like never Santa rate. Suicide to the good, we the fan who like, cause the gospel is good. In the past, I don't think y'all understood. Now you got them messed up, let us out in your hood. We got the windows down, and when we finna cruise, we tryna glorify the Lord with what we listen to. We bump that cross movement, we bump that Lambo, we bet that Jesus music. Get up your hands, bro. It might be screwed and chopped, it might be East Coast. Either way, this Jesus music's hot. Bump this in your speakers, bro. The Lord ain't pleased with that money and weed. So if you hear them subs, and you see yourself in your streets, I might be
riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top down, top down. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down. Jesus music. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music.
You like music from rap to gospel, but you probably never heard nobody rap the gospel. Different sound, but the truth's the same. With no choirs, no bands, but the truth remains. We got fam in the clique, set the booth the flame. St. Louis up the Philly like Deuce of Flame. If you're lost in the flow, don't lose the name of Jesus Christ, the King of the Jews, my man. This ain't entertainment, dog, it's time the truth. But you rather hear a song about shiny coops? Nope, non-fat, non-gat, non-killer rap. 100% Christ, the blood spiller rap. Y'all feeling that? Rap raptor with the gospel truth, a trip, yo, really bad. Y'all feeling that? Rap raptor with the gospel truth, a trip, y'all really bad.
Car, you hear that boom bap, and you hear some dudes rap. It ain't them folks that boast, it's folks that tell you where the truth set. We don't wanna hear bad dimes and dope. We don't wanna hear bad nines and smoke. We don't wanna hear bad moving packs and foolish cats who lying boast. We do wanna hear bad Christ that came. Do wanna hear how lives have changed. We do wanna hear how God is pleased in theology at the Bible, man. It's Jesus music turn heads, so turn it up and let them know. And all we do, he's first and it's Jesus music's better, bro.
Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top down, top down. Riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down. Jesus music. Riding with my top, riding with my top down, riding with my top down, listening to this Jesus music.
You're on air with The Rock Show, KGNZ at night. Who's this?
Kevin.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about some Judas Kiss?
Judas Kiss. Oh, yeah, we can get that on. You want it on vinyl?
Of course.
All right, it's coming your way right now on KGNZ at night.
you feel when no one sees your face? I wonder how it makes you feel when they give up in the race. I wonder what it's like for you when they willingly disobey. I wonder what it's like for you when they willingly walk away. It must be like another thorn stuck in your brow. It must be like another close friend's broken vow. It must be like another nail right through your wrist. It must be just like Judas' kiss.
Kevin, thanks for requesting some Petra, Judas Kiss here on KGNZ at night. Love having some vinyl on the show, not once but twice tonight. Whiteheart and Petra, you can't go wrong with that. One more reminder, the Buddy Walk is tomorrow, Beltway South, 9 until noon. If you're military, don't forget to go support McMurray football as they recognize military tomorrow in their game. They're having a cook-off tailgate, 2:45 outside of the stadium tomorrow afternoon. And then you are invited to have the VIP treatment at the McMurray Warbirds football game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. You can check out a full round of community calendar events at kgnz.com/events. And be sure to let us know what's going on with your organization or church. You can do that at the bottom of the page. There's a form there under the calendar where you can fill out all the details. And then when we, next time we log into our end of it, we can see it and approve it. And it'll be right there on our community calendar, which also does get announced on air once an hour during the broadcast day here at KGNZ. It's 11:45 now, and we're going to move into the last 15 minutes of our show tonight, including Falling Up, Gold, Frankincense, and Myrrh. And here's Show Baraka. You're never going to be able to shut us down.
Call your man, call your girl, tell them all to call it bluff. Tell them call the stations and ask them why they hate on us. Took an ouch for his people just so he can stay in touch. Check the record books, it's better off you run with us. Call us punks, call us weak, call us chumps, call us dumb. Call the Verizon network and still see it's not enough. On the cable, on the web, on the phone, they call us whack. Go ahead and try to shut us down, ain't no app for that.
Ride with us, or you can hate me, but it'll be hard to shut us down. Oh, ride with us.
write to tell the truth, don't write to save face. Born in H-Town, got the words to save face. Christian means that when I eat the beat, I say my grace. If only God could judge you how you plan to beat the case. Can't beat it, Mike Jack couldn't either. All you get is one life, can't rewind or repeat it. I will do this till the day I take my last breath. Beautiful feet, I'm running till I take my last step. There's nothing they can do to stop what the Lord's doing. Come in the kitchen, take a look at what the Lord's brewing. Radio don't play us, television mock us. The truth is still spreading, there's no way they can stop us. Pharisees throw stones at my glass house, but they don't see their own reflection when they bad mouth. You can lie, you can hate, you can run us down, but in the end the gates of hell couldn't shut us down.
Ride with us, or you can hate me, but it'll be hard to shut us down. Oh, ride with us, or you can hate me, but it'll be hard to shut us down.
Yeah, some think we're a mess, some calling us blessed. A mic in a stage don't always equal success. Sometimes a bigger platform only brings stress. I watch my life in doctrine and pray for the best. Hey T told me, let your light shine, Holmes. Even if they want to see you crash like Dow Jones. It's like Matt 16, who can come against it? You could be a Pharisee or you could be a witness. If we stay in the church, the world calls us religious. If we go on MTV, the saints think we're tripping. If we try to hit the streets with some thugs in sin, with those spectating, you can't expect to win. It's hard to make decisions when theories clouding your vision. Sometimes I'm confused with who is my opposition. I think I heard cheers when I fumbled the ball. They claim they're on our team, but they're praying for our fall. They can
ride with us, or you can hate me, but it'll be hard to shut us down. Oh, ride with us, or you can hate me, but it'll be hard to shut us down. It'll be hard to shut us down, down, down. It'll be hard to shut us down, 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 down. It'll be hard to shut us down, down, down.
Hey, I'm Robert. When I get a craving late at night for Christian rock, this is where I go. It's KGNZ at night with Dustin Tatro.
There's a war inside me that I hide, trying to be something that I'm not, begging for a cure, but my tongue is tied, screaming inside as I begin to rot. How can I help if I'm not broken? What kind of impact could I make? This is for those who remain unspoken. Listen to me, you don't have to break.
Gold, frankincense, and myrrh with Twisted Humanity. I'm Dustin Tatro. It's 11:53 on your Friday evening, and I'm stepping out of the studio here in just a few minutes. I'll see you at Buddy Walk in the morning. And remember, most importantly, that you are loved, you matter, and you've got an opportunity to get out there and make a difference. So do it. And don't let anybody else tell you you don't matter and that you aren't valued. Because you are. No matter what you did, love you. I'll see you Monday night.
Hello, I swear I won't be too long. Hello, I promise I'll be real strong. Wait up, I just want to tell you. Hold up, why are you still here? I've been dirtier than you wanna know. I've left earlier than you'll ever know. Why do wanna be all listening to me? Why do you spread your arms and tell me I'm free? Why do you wanna be in my life? In my life, I've been dirtier than you